Sincerely sorry for all of the sound problems that we had while we were doing our live link. I understand that you were able to hear Mr. Jones particularly well, and there was an echo when I was speaking. So what I'm going to do now is record for you exactly what it is that I said and how I responded. And as a result, then you will be able to have the same information. So one of the things that I shared with you was over our school website and the use of our school website. So what you will find here is that we have a globe symbol at the top of our website, and as a result you are able to change our entire school website into any language that you so wish. So at a click of a button you will see that the entire website has changed, and as a result every time I log on it can be in exactly the same information each time. So as we go through all of the information that we will use with our website, we will communicate to you via our email systems, our telephone and text messages systems, as well as our website. So it's really important that we have all of the information that you provide with us, and that it's accurate information. If you haven't already received a link to our admission form to complete for September, please make sure that you email transition@fitzalan.cardiff.sch.uk. The email would have been sent, and you would have had 5 emails from me since the end of May, and you will have had information sent to the email address that you used when you registered with Cardiff Council for your admissions place. So what's really important is if you're not using that email, you let us know. You can email transition@fitzalan.cardiff.sch.uk and we will be able to communicate those things with you. At the moment, it is a very changing position in terms of what it is that's happening. We know that the effects of COVID-19 has been very difficult for many of our families, and what we really want to do is to be able to support you in any way we can. So any information that changes around school reopening in September will be communicated here. We have our school information site, and we have 2 dedicated pages, one around the return to school and one around the coronavirus itself in terms of latest guidance and public health guidance as well. And because you can translate this through our website, this will mean that you will be able to have all of the information to hand. In our return to school section, we currently have each week a letter updated from our head teacher, Mrs. Bradshaw, who you are able to meet at the school, and you will find that she will communicate with you anything that is needed in the start of September. So the current understanding is that our pupils will return to school on Thursday the 3rd of September, and Year 7 children will start with us at 8:30, and any information about how this will happen and what will be needed will be communicated to you via our school website, and if anything changes we will also let you know this as a result over the summer holiday. So this will be the place that we will give you all of this information. So if I take you back to school information here, what we then have is the Year 7 transition page, and in here again all of the information that you need is all here for you, and we have some pre-recorded information from myself, from Mr. Jones, the head of Year 7, as well as a letter from Mrs. Pratt, our pupil achievement leader. We have a dedicated section for parents where you will find all of the information that you need, including messages from myself, from our pupils, as well as everything around our admissions pack, our information, our expectations, as Mr. Jones has explained about expectations for his year group as well as what we expect as a school, and everything that we have around how you will be informed. We've had lots of questions around uniform, and you will see here that uniform is available from YC Sports. Their shop is back open on Cowbridge Road, but also their website is taking orders, and you will be able to get school uniform from there. We also have dedicated information around the school canteen. We are expecting our school canteen to be open from Monday the 7th of September, but again if anything changes we will let you know. In terms of any free school meals payments that you have been receiving, those will stop as of Monday the 7th of September, and we will be providing free school meals in school. Again, if anything changes, we will let you know. But when children come back on Thursday the 3rd of September at 8:30 a.m, we will need them to have a packed lunch on that Thursday and Friday. We will also then be ensuring that they have transition days in the same way as what they would have had in July. So we're going to make sure that they don't miss out on anything as well. There's plenty of information here if you need to apply for free school meals or your child wants to play a musical instrument. We have lots of paid as well as free lessons, and we really urge them to take part in those cultural events too. And again, we have the email address here if you do want to email any specific questions that you have. If I now take you to the information for pupils, this is where really we would urge you to spend some time going over this. So we have a transition video with lots of information here. We have a virtual tour with Mr. Jones of the school, so children are able to get their bearings and be able to find the key rooms. But again, in terms of our processes for September, we will communicate this with you, and we are following very closely all of the Welsh Government guidance, and decisions that are made around groupings and bubbles and ensuring pupils are safe on site is our primary concern, and we will make sure that we let you know exactly how that will work, and we will go through those things with the children as well so that they are calm and confident to be able to come onto school site. One of the things that we also have done is put some information together as well as some activities for the children to be able to do to get used to life at Fitzalan. And we've got all of this information, and anything clearly we will update for you. So please keep coming back to that. I'm going to take you back to the home page now for you to be able to see what happens. And at the bottom, you will notice that we have a series of announcements. So the transition for Year 7 here will take you back to the transition pages that I've just shown you. We have a Meet the Year 7 team, which actually has some information about all of our form tutors, and they've done a little welcome PowerPoint for all of the children, and you will be able to access that there and get to know them. And those form tutors are talking to them in their Google Classrooms, which I'll explain a little bit more about in a few moments. We then have a link constantly to the updates from Mrs. Bradshaw, our head teacher, and she will update you on any change in situations that are there. And then we also have some information very exciting around our new school build. So we're very much looking forward to what our new school will be able to provide for your children. And then we also have some information over the summer, as well as anything we need in terms of uniform. So what we also have available via our Year 7 website is information on uniform and what's available to us. We have all of our information around our school uniform page here, and as it said, anything that is updated will be continually updated as we go along. But we also have some very useful pictures in here about the acceptable uniform that we have in terms of trousers, skirts. We've had some questions around shoes and trainers. We don't have any trainers, so we have proper school shoes that are coming in, and again in terms of coats and really good quality weather dependent examples, we have all of this information here for you as to what children can and can't wear. And as Mr. Jones said, we don't accept any hoodies or logos that are on there. So despite them being the latest fashion trends, please do not allow your children to talk you into buying things that are very expensive that we won't be able to have at school. And we also then don't have various piercings or any unnatural haircuts or colours. So we've tried to show you everything that we have here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what you do in terms of with Hub and Google Classrooms. So one of the things that we're finding that many people are having issues with at the moment is that they can't log into their Hub accounts. So if you right click on your browser, so whether that be Safari, Google Chrome, Microsoft Explorer, any of those, if you right click on there, one of the options you will see is this here, a new private window. And when you click into this, it gives you a brand new web page. And as a result, what it's not doing is taking any information. So you might already be aware of, if you put your email details in, quite often it'll pull in usernames and passwords for you and it automatically goes in. And lots of children are having difficulty with this with their Hub. So if you go to hub.gov.wales, The username and password that is being given to your children from their primary school will stay with them when they come into secondary school. But because the children don't currently attend Fitzalan, we can't access that information until they arrive with us in September. So if you're in a position whereby your child doesn't know their username or password for Hub, please make sure you contact the school before Friday, before school closes, so that you're able to do that. When you land here on the Hub page, you go to the login page, and what you will find is that the information for your username and password will be a Hub email address, just like mine is here, as well as the password that goes into there. So your username and password is there, and as a result then you will have all of this. Now mine will look slightly different to the children's, but what you will find if you scroll is that you have Google for Education. Now at this point, this is where lots of people are getting stuck. So what you will find is that it asks you for a Google account, and you'll notice here I've got lots of various Google accounts that I use. I have to use my email address from Hub. I cannot use any other Google address, so please do not set up any private Google accounts or allow your children to use a Google account. It is specifically asking you for your Hub email address. So when you put that in, then you will notice that you don't have to add a password as well. It's just checking that that Hub account is there. And when you come to this page, then you will find that you're in the Google Classrooms, and your child will be part of these Google Classrooms here. So you can see all of my different Google Classrooms. I've got all of the children in here, but whatever form that they are in, that will come up and it will ask you to join it. And at that point, then you're able to join the Google Classroom. But what's really important is that you use the Hub email address and you do not use a private email address. And the way to tell is that you will notice here at the very top right, you will have a symbol that shows you what this is. And if you are logged in to your Google account or a different Google account that's not Hub, it will tell you which one it is. And you then need to be able to manage your Google account or add another account and make sure the Hub account is in there. So this Hub is designed by Welsh Government for all children in Wales. It is perfectly safe and all safeguards and concerns are already in there. In the event of any school closure, this will be where all of your children's work will be, and our entire curriculum is ready to go into this as of September. What we're really hoping is that school goes back to normal, and as a result we are going to be able to continue with everything that we have at Fitzalan. But if for any reason we can't, we want to make sure we're able to provide the best possible education for them, and as a result this is what we will do.